And we are live. Yay!
We made it again.
Welcome, folks out there who are joining us to another episode of the podcast with Gregory.
Hello.
Hello.
We're early.
Yeah, a little early. We're 1 minute early.
That's not the status quo.
No.
All right, now we're good. We're good.
Oh, perfect. Really? Mine still is. Oh, there it goes. Evidently 1,000 miles away. We're about 3 seconds different.
That's feasible-ish.
Yeah.
I don't know the science on that.
Well, it's like
we're about to get a barking storm of terror.
Well, you know, it makes sense if 3 seconds this far away, because, you know, I mean, let's be honest, there's like a little line that if you cross over, it's an hour difference.
Yeah, so the internet, yeah, that makes sense. Having to tunnel through that line probably takes about 3 seconds.
Yeah. So, hey, you know.
Yeah. So we did it.
We did it.
We communicate through space, and we're here.
Yes, this takes very modern technology to bring you the show, folks.
It really does.
It really does. It's important.
It is 2 very large tin cans and an incredibly long piece of string.
It's true. It is very true. And we were just in a, treehouse.
Yep.
Happy birthday, you fucking dillweed.
Oh, thank you, Computer Scott. It is my birthday today. Thank you.
I sent you birthday messages on your Facebook page today. I did my best.
You did. You sent me, what was it, Harpy Birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it.
It's about the best you'll get out of me.
It made me happy. I certainly wasn't complaining about it, that's for sure.
No, I made an honest attempt. I reached out to you. I said, I know today is your birthday. I need to make sure that that you don't forget or think that I forgot.
Right.
So, Harpy Birthday.
Harpy Birthday.
There was also that incredibly threatening cake knife you posted on your Facebook.
Well, yeah.
Like, it's my birthday. Here's my fucking chef's knife.
Yeah, that used to be a cake, which is now digesting.
Do you just do the pirate eating where you just cut the cake and then skewer it with a knife and then eat it right off the knife?
No,
Okay.
I'm safer. I'm a little safer than that.
Yeah, no reason to be.
I ate that cake like a fucking gentleman with a fork and coffee.
There we go. Did you get a little handkerchief to tuck into the collar of your shirt so that you don't spill any cake all over yourself?
Oh no, I was covered in cake, but like another gentleman. But I have to say, coffee plus Boston cream cake is as close to a godlike experience as I think I'm ever gonna have.
Really?
It's phenomenal.
It's Boston cream cake. That pretty much the same as a Boston cream donut.
Yep.
Oh god.
But an entire cake,
Mm.
the size of a cake.
All right, I'm on board.
Yeah, I feel a little nauseous right now. I'll be honest. Probably shouldn't eat the whole thing, but fuck it, it's my fucking goddamn party. No, eat the whole goddamn cake if I want to.
Well, that's good. That is good. I would eat your cake with you, but I'm not there.
That's true.
At least for not 9 more days.
I know. I'm very excited to see you, Greg.
I know. It's I keep forgetting that I'm practically at that point.
Yeah, I know. I am too. I keep looking at it going, oh man, it's only it's a little over a week from now.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's not far away.
Not this coming Sunday, but next. One of my friends just messaged me, by the way. They want to know, how do they listen to our show live?
Oh, well, that's a pretty... Oh, how do you listen to it live?
Yes.
Oh. Go to... Let me pull it up here. Oh, geez. Oh, no.
I told him to go to thejohnbrownshow.com, but I might have lied to him.
No, you can absolutely go to thejohnbrownshow.com. Yes.
Okay.
And there's a sidebar on the left that says YouTube. Click on that shit.
Okay. The YouTube / I Know I'm Wrong podcast.
Yep.
All right.
Or you can just go to the Facebook page too. I always post the live link.
It's true. If you think it's difficult to get communications as to what's going on through my Facebook as one of the approved few that's allowed to post to it after moderation, most people won't get to there through my Facebook, through yours.
Yes, I know.
But
You're a very private person, Greg.
I am a private person.
Yeah.
That's why I do this live podcast every week.
Yes, and use my last name.
And use my last name to be as private as possible.
Exactly. And if anybody has any questions, they can always
email us at john@thejohnbrownshow.com or greg@thejohnbrownshow.com for advice, you silly bitches.
Oh man, you did something to him. He has just the most melodious harmonic pipes this week.
Hey, it's just all about, tweaking the system a little bit, right?
Yes.
Just tweaking the system a little bit. You sound phenomenal too. You guys are sharing the sound stage right now.
We're practically making out with the microphone together.
Yeah.
In front of the computer.
Okay.
No, I actually I
absolutely.
almost brought Julie back for you today, but that was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it.
Nah.
I'm not. The last time that she was on board, it was a goddamn train wreck.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where if there's a moment where you think, I don't know if I should, that means you shouldn't.
No, but that's my whole life is that moment.
I know, me too.
I learned today at my office that I can apparently not give a compliment without it being taken as insincere and snide.
This is new to you?
Yeah. I am incapable of saying something nice without it being construed as me being a dick.
Right.
I told somebody that their skin looked nice. And like, is it because it was in the hospital for a month and didn't see any sunlight? And I was like, no, but
yeah, that's you, Greg.
no. So what I did is I threw my hands up in the air and I said, that's it. I'm not even going to try anymore. I'm going back to the way I was before.
No, it's just, it's going to be like 1 out of 100 people that get it and enjoy it.
No, it's true.
I'm one of them.
It's true. But I have, I'm sure there's like a medical condition for having a perpetual shit-eating grin on your face.
I'm sure too. It's called being psychotic.
Maybe it's you being a dick. Shit. See?
Well played.
I can't.
Well, I'm not even arguing. You're probably mostly right about that, but
I know.
Hey,
it's hard. It's very difficult. But this actually came to me today at work, and I realized I really just needed to get off that train because I'm like, I went through this whole thing where you can look at how you interact with people and whether or not it's a positive or negative interaction. Half of that at least lies with you when you start an interaction with somebody.
Yep.
And the other side of things is that I've often been told when I was younger that if you don't have anything nice to say, to not say anything at all.
Right.
And I have a hard time playing the gray area where these two things intersect.
Sure. Right.
Because I realize that if I don't have anything nice to say, I literally have nothing to say at all.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. I had this conversation with a friend recently this is actually a conversation with Alyssa LaPlante, who will be on the show Wednesday, by the way.
Hello, Alyssa.
One of my favorite recurring guests. But
I'm going to be a listening that day.
Oh, boy. Happy birthday to me. But she said, does it annoy you when people are just super positive all the time? And the answer is absolutely it does.
Of course.
And, the whole, if you don't have anything nice to say, keep your mouth shut thing. I 100% agree with you. Like it's like sometimes that means I just better not say anything for a while because I don't know if it's just I'm a dick and I'm an asshole or I'm just in a miserable mood, or do things just sometimes suck and it's okay to talk about it out loud?
I think it's like the balance is between being the cheeky, cynical guy and being that negative person that sucks all the joy out of not just the room, but the whole building that room is in.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're hey, man, what's going on? And you're like, well, I just don't. And as soon as somebody starts a sentence with that, I just check out mentally. All right.
Right.
I'm bored. Yeah. I'm out of here. I've had enough of that shit.
Can't keep you around anymore. Audio cancer.
No, it's true. It's true. So I get away. I escape. I get in my. I pick up my my escape rip cord like Batman has, and I call in the helicopter to pull me out of the building.
Right. And like what I've been this is a pretty recent discovery for myself anyway, is that it's not much of a secret that sometimes things just go wrong, and they everything goes wrong at once. Like
Yes.
for some reason, there's fucking 5 things that just suck, and they all suck at the same time. And I've kind of recently figured out that if you really just shut the fuck up for like a day or two, then you start feeling a little bit better about those things that suck, because like a couple of them you find out don't suck as much as you thought they did, or whatever.
Right.
But they don't suck any less when you don't really so much say anything about it. Like it doesn't really matter. You don't have to have a comment on everything. And that's, fairly recent for me, because I kind of do enjoy, I enjoy talking about both sides of anything.
Right.
Where if something sucks, I don't have a really much of a problem going, this fucking blows. Am I right? And it makes some people uncomfortable.
My biggest challenge I've realized is that if somebody says something around me that I know is wrong, I have to inform them.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Definitely.
I can't not do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's, I'm not sure if there's much of an argument to not do that, other than just make other people's lives that are around you easier.
Well, right. People feel like, oh, you're so critical. I'm like, that's not a bad thing. I'm just pointing out, I'm helping you.
Well, yeah, we have a whole term too, like where somebody will argue the other side even if they don't believe in it. We call it playing devil's advocate.
I love that game.
Yeah, right. Well, some people are just good at it, and it's kind of good to have somebody who's good at it around.
Well, if you're good at playing devil's advocate for any particular situation, you probably know enough about the situation to play that character.
Well, that's the beauty of it, is that you kind of find when people, you like you said, they say something that's just wrong, and nobody has more confidence in saying something than when they're wrong for some reason. Like if someone's full of just horseshit information, they're just so confident about it because they probably heard, they just heard it like or read it in a blog somewhere with no backing at all.
Well, it's the whole delivery of it. It's like the same reason that one guy is able to sell you a car and the other one can't.
Right. There's like a certain confidence in the horseshit.
One person won't accept you, and they've got one hand in their pocket. The other one's just kind of moving all over and like, look, man, I don't know what you've seen in Consumer Reports or read on the internet from your friends, but I can assure you that this Daewoo is the nicest car on the lot. And once people find out about this, these things are going to fly.
Yeah. Listen,
so
dude,
I got to get you in this right now, or don't waste my time. I'll just sell it to the next person that wants one. And then you're like, whoa, hold on.
Yeah. I know they make TVs and VCRs. I know, but they make good cars too.
So then you're like, so why is one of the rear doors missing? He's like, it's not necessarily missing.
Who said it was there to begin with?
It was removed on accident, but upon testing it, we felt that it was a much more open experience in the vehicle.
They're like, missing. We know where it is.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
It's not missing. It's over there in that pile of other doors.
It's in the trunk. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, man, are you gonna buy a car or not?
Yes, you're gonna waste my time, or I gotta check somebody else into buying this piece of shit.
Just
buy the fucking car, okay? Good gas mileage.
And these are like the same people's like that ISIS priest who was like, the Earth is still or the sun is still revolving around the Earth, and you're just like, have your head in your lap, and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ.
When is this shit gonna stop?
Yeah, when is this shit gonna stop? Do you see that they're beheading people for smoking now?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's real, But, respect, though.
Yeah. It's beheading people for smoking, because smoking is slow suicide.
Right.
Apparently, murder is still not a beheadable offense.
Right. That's a really quick, if somebody did it to themselves, it'd be the quickest suicide ever.
Right.
And they'd be like, well, took care of 2 birds with 1 stone.
You know what happens next, right?
Nope.
Along the same lines, like beheading because of smoking being a slow suicide, somebody's going to not get their prostate exam and be beheaded for slow suicide as well, for failure to take care of their body.
Right.
And then the next guy that gets his prostate exam is going to get beheaded for homosexuality.
Exactly.
It's lose-lose.
Yeah, really. It's like, yeah, you're going to behead you today. Why? You don't get a solid 8 hours of sleep. It's going to kill you. Dude. It's going to kill you.
Slow suicide.
Right. So you better set your fucking alarm and get in bed.
Is that fucking Reddit? Are
you
on Reddit?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Some Reddit doctor. They're the best.
I love them.
There is times where I'll read. I'm not a big Reddit fan, in the maybe the what would you call it? The traditional sense.
Sure.
But I am like a fan of it just to see people arguing over the internet. There's nothing better really than that. Or YouTube comments. There's nothing better than YouTube comments about something. Doesn't matter what it is.
Every YouTube comment, as soon as you here's how every YouTube comment goes. When somebody disagrees with somebody else, it starts with, well, I like this, blah, 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 blah. And then somebody will say, yeah, well, Hitler also liked the color blue.
Right, exactly.
And tell that to the 6 million dead Jews. You're just like, hold the fucking phone. And this is on a like parents uploaded clip about their kids' dance recital.
Right. Like kids' first steps.
Yeah, kids' first steps.
He's wearing a blue jumpsuit just like Hitler did. Oh my god.
You get that guy the YouTube commenter with 1 million down thumbs who like kids' first steps, and he's like, kill yourself. You're like, Jesus Christ.
I know. What the fuck is wrong with people?
I have no idea.
Because people like sometimes they'll say like, oh, people don't mean it, which I fully believe that most of the time it's just trolling horseshit. But the thing is, like, there is a piece of humanity that the internet is just allowing those people to be honest for the first time.
No, exactly.
And that's what's fucking scary. When these people are just fucking, these people are working around you out there somewhere.
No, they're one of us somewhere.
Yes, they are. They're daywalkers.
I like to think that with my personality in its current form is that I took a lot of that from the internet back
right.
to
You were
day-to-day life with me.
Yeah, you were like OG troller.
Became my life.
Yeah. You're like, who's that guy that just says stupid shit on the bus? Oh, Greg. Yeah, Greg. Right.
Yeah.
You were a real life troller.
No, I've got this all.
Before it was even a thing.
No, I know. I've had this like on lockdown for years.
Yeah, it's like the internet trolling thing is kind of why I'm somewhat of a fan of like Kanye West.
Oh yeah,
of like just as a human being, not as music. Don't give a fuck. I don't even know. Like, what's Gold Digger one of his songs?
Yes.
Like that's my knowledge of Kanye. But him as a human being, I kind of put him in like the Bill Parcells. Is it Bill Parcells? No, that's not fucking.
Bill Parcells was the evil Patriots coach that I'm a huge fan of.
Is that the
sinister football villain?
No, that's Belichick.
Oh, Bill Parcells.
Parcells was the one before that.
Oh, good. Two Bills as coaches?
Where the fuck did that come from? How did I know that?
Internet.
Yeah, I must have been the entire Boston cream cake and the coffee. Dug Bill Parcells out. But I put him in the Bill Belichick camp.
Sure.
Where he's like the Chris Jericho of music. Where he's just ruining everybody's good time. And people are going, can you fucking believe this guy? And it's like, yeah, I can totally believe him. Yeah.
I just pulled up some of his quotes. These are all pretty good.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm not really in the excuse business.
Okay.
Nowadays, if you're afraid of confrontation, you are not going to do very well.
Well, that's fair.
That's
actually a good advice, really.
Another one, I think confrontation is healthy because it clears the air very quickly.
Okay.
And I think this is my probably my favorite one. Success is never final, but failure can be.
Oh, boy. That's Kanye?
That's Bill Parcells.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, wow, Kanye sounds like a reasonable fella.
He's on there.
Bill Parcells is just fucking laying some truth bombs out there.
So what you're missing this time, John, is that I've actually got people listening and live in my Google Hangout.
Okay.
So
hello, people.
One of my friends wants to know, are they allowed to comment on our show live? And can they make live comments to us?
I don't know.
Where's the precedent for this? Where's the chat box on your YouTube?
Chat? Oh, we've never done this before. We're figuring this out live, folks. I don't know.
We are. This is new and uncharted territory. Do people that are watching the YouTube stream just see your head pulsing like I see on mine?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Just my head.
You're just a giant throbbing head ball.
Why can't we chat? This is fucking bananas. What the fuck?
I don't even know what to say.
I don't either.
I don't even want to bring this up because I'm worried about getting some sort of audio recursion through my headset.
What do you mean?
I don't even know.
All right, good. I don't know if people can chat or not. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I wasn't prepared.
You weren't prepared. All right. You may route all of your audio comments through me at this point, or all your show comments, and I will relay them to John.
Holy shit. This is fucking fancy.
They have informed me that yes, all they see is the throbbing head ball staring at them.
Excellent.
That is the show.
Perfect.
With your deep brown eyes.
Oh, no, I don't have brown eyes.
So
I have blue eyes.
Yeah, shout out to my buddy Dave. I saw him in Chicago a few weeks back. He is listening live to us, so thank you for your support.
What's up, Dave? We'll figure something out. I wasn't prepared.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, we can figure something out. We've figured all this shit out before.
Yeah, this may prompt a technology change on the show.
I mean, for Jesus Christ, we have a computer guest.
I know.
Booms kakalaka.
I mean, seriously, like
It's Monday in the house. Fucks yeah.
You know.
Also,
I mean, come on.
One of the other listeners had some feedback. This is from Camden. He wanted to let us know that that Missy Elliott song, where we thought she just kind of smashed a whole bunch of words together for the chorus.
Right.
We went over this on the Super Bowl episode.
Yeah.
It's the lyric is, I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. They just play that line backwards immediately afterwards.
Isn't that what I said?
No.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for that. I thought I had that theory, but I wasn't sure. I'm like, I think it was just in reverse. Maybe
the other
not.
question is the reason that your eyes are brown because you're using a brown Instagram-ish filter for the pic?
I don't know. I don't think I did.
And shout out to Dave's wife as well, Victoria. She is very upset that we omitted her from the first comment. So she's also listening.
Oh, okay. What's up? We have a couple listening.
We have.
How can we ruin your marriage?
Well, take it away, computer Scott.
Yeah. If you have any marriage questions or anything, you can always
Email us at john@thejohnbrownshow.com or greg@thejohnbrownshow.com for advice, you silly bitches.
Nice.
We'll fix you right up.
Nice. This won't lead to any disasters or anything, like having two of my friends email me at the same time about each other. That's perfect.
Yeah, well, I gotta figure out. I gotta do some real-time editing here.
Perfect.
Person B hates person A for, oh boy, just ruin everything in the office.
Yes, it'll go over swimmingly. As on the subject of ruining things in the office, I'm pretty sure that I'm just when I step away next week.
Yep.
I'm just gonna leave like a box on my desk that says "in case of emergency, break glass," and it's just gonna be a bunch of magnets to put on your computers.
It'd be beautiful.
They're
Just kill it all.
problem solvers.
Just kill it all.
Yes.
Just make it so we have to buy all new hardware. That should fix everything up.
Yeah, pretty much. That's always the answer to any computer problem, is to buy something new.
Is it always an issue when you have to leave?
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
It can be.
Mm-hmm.
But see, here's where I do the rebel thing. I just leave my laptop in the office. So when people are like, "Oh, what happened?" I'm like, "Oh, I forgot it."
Oh,
shit.
damn. Oh, man.
It's on my desk. God. Ah.
It was such a. Oh, sorry about that. Seriously?
Jeez, man. But
showcasing your awesome acting skills here.
I know. There's this kid who sits next to me now. They moved him over there. His last name is Kerfoot, and
right. That's weird.
Well, I've learned that the first syllable "Kerr" can be smashed in front of pretty much every word to make his life more awkward.
Great.
I told him that he could run to the store and buy me some Kerr fruit by the Kerfoot.
That's fantastic information.
And that he was my best Kerr friend.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. Yep. This just plays into that whole Everything I say is just me being a dick thing.
What a Kerfella.
See, you got it.
Yeah, I know.
I knew you wouldn't kerfail me.
No. Never.
So, other news, I finally decided to jump in and throw down on your father with a Facebook comment today.
Was it today or was it the other?
No, not today. It was over the weekend.
Yeah. I was driving home from during a blizzard over here. Again, it took me like fucking 4 hours to get home Saturday night from Connecticut because I just cannot get away from weekend storms this goddamn winter. And my phone just goes bzzz, and this Facebook message saying, I just left a Facebook comment, blah, blah, ... for your father. And I'm just like, oh God.
No, it was a pretty good one. So what happened is
it was
your dad listens, right?
I highly doubt it.
Highly doubt it. Awesome. Even if he doesn't, I don't
Perfect.
care.
No.
I'm not afraid of you anymore, big time. No, I am. Don't hate me. But your dad was posting something to start up a religion fight with someone else.
Oh man.
So I just had to throw in well, actually, I think all religions are dangerous.
Yeah, I saw your comment. It was like really, it was just so matter of fact in general. It was just, actually, I kind of think that every religion is, basically damaging to the human race. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then I did this is like what I'm so good at is because then after I make that comment, somebody tries to stir up an argument, but I'm nowhere to be seen. I'm gone.
I know you were in and out. That was it.
I dropped my bomb and them out of there. I'm like, comment Batman.
Yeah. I was sitting there Sunday morning drinking coffee, clapping in my living room, just going phenomenal. There's nothing like having a serious religion and morality discussion on Facebook.
No, yeah, that's the perfect forum for it.
That's probably where every problem is going to be solved.
That and Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Because if anything that you need to say takes more than 140 characters to say it, it's not worth saying.
Well, the good thing about Twitter and solving problems are the hashtags.
Yes.
You can really just form together.
Yeah, you get so many common thoughts together.
Absolutely. Hashtag peace.
You should make 139 character hashtag. So just the hashtag takes up the first one and then 139 for the rest of it.
It would be so hard to put the mental spaces in it though. Like, you know what I mean?
Not if you type the word space.
That would take up a lot of characters though.
Exactly. Well, we have 139 to go through.
Very short thoughts.
Very short thoughts.
Very short thoughts. Which is pretty much all of them anyway.
That's true.
Especially when you read them, most of them on Facebook and Twitter.
So what's developed in the past week for you since we last touched?
I played a show Wednesday at the Fitzwilliam Inn to nobody.
To nobody?
Yep. I played, the first 25 minutes was to nobody but the person who ran the room.
Wow.
Yep.
How did that go?
Humiliating. Yep. I played well, if that means anything.
I
could tell because the echoes off the wall were coming back at me.
Just right back into your ears.
Oh, yeah. It was phenomenal. Real time.
So I have to know, because I've always heard as a musician, you want to... People have used phrases such as picture the audience in their underwear, imagine that everyone's naked except for you, or something like that.
Right.
What would be more disconcerting for you moving forward? It'd be to pretend that no one's there now that you've experienced that, or to just deal with the fact you have a crowd full of people?
I'll take the whole crowd. I'll take a crowd full of people booing over nobody. Jesus Christ, it was horrible. I was just imagining a crowd just to get through it. It was so fucking humiliating.
You should you ever seen that movie Lars and the Real Girl?
No.
It's the movie's about a guy who falls in love with a sex doll and brings it everywhere like it's his real date.
Oh, excellent.
So you should just bring a bunch of those to the next time. You think you're not gonna have
just like a carpool type of thing? Like, no, sir, I have people in the car.
You gotta set them all up in their finest evening wear.
You know why I'm pulling you over, sir? I can't breathe, sir. I can't breathe.
Your car goes off the road and lands in a river, but fortunately, your army of fans will save you.
Yes. Oh, that'd be phenomenal. I could just see
headlines.
I'd love to see the news story done on it.
Man saved by battalion of sex dolls.
Man crashes into the river, but you'll never guess what happens next.
Oh God, that'd be the perfect BuzzFeed.
Oh,
and then you know what happens next? You get This is degrading to women, followed by a kill yourself comment.
Oh yeah, this is that is maybe my biggest pet peeve lately on really on Facebook, because that's the only one I really see it on. Is the kitten plays with toy, but you'll never guess what happens next. ... And it's like, yeah, I would.
I can tell you what you can do to solve that.
What's that?
There's actually a button you can click on those posts that will block that domain from ever posting to your wall again.
Did you say die?
No, it doesn't say die.
Oh, okay.
You can still. I mean, you can respond with that and then click the button.
Well, yeah.
But you can remove those from your feed.
Thank God.
The problem is I found that I was annoyed by so many things on Facebook that now I don't actually get anything on my wall.
It's just blank. No news to report, Greg.
Well, so when you're trying to, you ever notice that there's some people you can talk to really easily and you can just engage them and have a conversation with them one-on-one and it's fine and it's easy?
Sure. I've
started to try to figure out the root cause of the issue as to why some people I just get really apprehensive with and uncomfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that I think pretty much everything that people I see on a day-to-day basis talk to me about bores the shit out of me.
Well, sure. I can see that.
Yeah. So,
is it the topics or is it the people themselves, do you think?
I think it's a lot of the topics.
Right.
Because the general social niceties, like, what did you do last weekend? How are you today? What are you eating? Did you go see any movies? Like, I just don't care about the answers to those questions.
Right.
So I don't want to answer, or I don't want to ask them.
Mm-hmm.
So then my brain drops to the next thing, which would be whatever I find is interesting, which is usually something critical.
Okay.
So instead of being like,
or negative, right?
Yeah, what did you do this weekend, or how was your drive in? It was, what the fuck happened to your hair?
Which, people might be taking a little defensively, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's not. But the thing is, I'm not even. That's where that line gets kind of blurry, because it's not even that I'm trying to be mean about it. You're
interested,
curious,
right? You're interested.
Yeah, what the
fuck? This is my excited voice.
Right. Last week your hair was so perfect, and this week I don't even know what happened. Did someone die? Like,
did you have a red-eye flight from a funeral?
Right.
What happened?
Yeah, because I see something like that, and I think that there's an interesting story behind there, and I don't want to be able through all the formalities to get to it.
Right. I don't care how your day was last night. I don't care what you had for dinner. Just get to it. What the fuck is up with your hair?
Like, if I look at you and I see your eyes have these deep black circles under them, I'm like, you look like you haven't slept in a week.
Right.
Someone's like, wow, what a dick.
And they're like, I just slept 11 hours. I just slept for 11 hours. I feel great. Thanks a lot.
Right. And mentally, my thought is, tell me why you look so strange.
Right. Which is, again, troublesome to most people.
It is.
Where, but there are people, there are people on this planet, I'm one of them, where if you came to me and said, what the fuck is wrong with your face? I'd be like, it's just like that.
Right.
Like, it wouldn't bother me in the least that you said it.
No.
But it's 1 out of 1,000 fucking people. That's the problem.
Oh, wow. We are fucking stupid.
Okay.
Do you have your podcast up?
Sure.
If you look at the video box on YouTube,
yep,
there's a chat box there.
Oh, where it says chat. Yeah, but then it doesn't say anything. I have group chat open.
Look at I can see it.
Yeah, right here, right?
Right, I can see it on yours. Yeah, but I can actually see the chat on the I can actually see the chat on the video on mine.
Oh. Why can't I see the chat on mine?
We're so pro.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not at all.
All right, try clicking the YouTube link. What happens there?
YouTube link?
On the left.
On the
other left. Yes, right there. Has a YouTube picture. Click that. What does that do?
Let me select my account. YouTube gadget would like to.
Probably going to kill this.
Fine. Yeah, I know. We'll probably go off.
No, this is actually a great source of enjoyment right now for, for our listeners.
Okay, I hope so.
Yeah.
We're figuring out technology in real time, folks. How interesting is this? Now I don't know what to do.
It's all right. what's the worst that could happen?
I don't know. Now I
Maybe.
have nothing
Oh yeah,
open.
there's consider maybe you need to be in the people's circles.
That's probably true.
Regardless, at least one of us can see it right now.
All right, good enough.
We're there. It's a Google Plus chat box.
Yeah, I don't know.
Aw.
Well, you know what you can do? You know what you can do?
What can I do?
Go open up your Skype. Folks, I know
right.
it's exhilarating, folks, I know. Where you can you float your mouse over the screenshot of my Skype name.
Yes.
Where there's a little plus sign.
I see that.
Click it.
All right. Oh, I see what you're doing here.
And then go to share screens. And then start.
Right. There you go.
So now if you open your chat box, I can look at it.
Do you see it?
I do.
All right, we've done it, guys.
Yay, everyone. See that? Look at that, people. We're figuring it all out one step at a time.
We're pretty good at this.
Okay, good. I thought, Mike, can you hear me still?
This is an episode of learning, excitement.
This is episode of I Know I'm Wrong.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it really just gives you a good out to always be wrong.
You can always just opt out, just close out of everything and be like, oh God, something crashed. It failed mysteriously.
Exactly. But yeah, I played a show to an empty room, and then I drove home wondering if I should just like drive into a snowbank, just turn the wheel, just smash over a ravine.
Jesus.
It was just so, dude, it's fucking terrible. There's nothing quite in every, like, if you're a musician and you haven't gone through that, then you really haven't done anything yet. Like, not to be shitty, but that's just the way it is. But it doesn't feel good to go through it still.
No, I don't. Well, especially because you put so much effort into trying to prepare for that, and you practice, and you're like, all right, you have this idea of like things you want to try, things that may or may not work well, and then you get there, and it's I bet it was probably akin to being stood up for a date. With 50 people.
Not entirely wrong. Yeah, I've never thought of it that way, but it really was like you're up there, and I played a pretty long set just because people finally came in, and this is the only thing that made me feel decent about like being an artist and being a performer.
Right.
Is that people came in 25 minutes into the set, and I said, fuck it, I'll play a couple more songs for you guys. And all I wanted to do was just leave. So I'm like, okay, I'm here for the right reason, I guess.
Right.
But, oh, man. You're just sitting up there and like, because you're playing the songs and everything, but like as a musician, like I've been doing it long enough, it's completely autopilot. You know, as you can phone in a show and have it come out pretty well. And then like when you're really connected with an audience and stuff, that's when it's really, really good. And that's when you're like really in the moment and all that horse shit.
Right.
But when you're on autopilot and you're doing a decent job, you can be thinking about your fucking taxes up there. There's really not much of a difference. And I'm sitting up there going, am I this irrelevant? You know, am I this? Do I matter this little?
If I were you, I wouldn't take that as a testament or
the dog agrees with me.
Well, the dog's getting mad. He doesn't like your viewpoint. I think honestly, I would almost say that might be more of a, what night of the week was this? Wednesday at the Fitzwilliam Inn may not be the most happening venue.
I'm guessing it's not. And you're 100% right, but you're thinking with a brain that's not hurt.
True.
My feelings were hurt. So I'm sitting up there going, booty hoo hoo, and you're in the moment, you know, you're in the middle of it. So
right.
like 2 days later, I'm going, well, whatever, fuck it. bad show or, just a whatever. Like the planets lined up to basically just fuck me. But it's not personal.
It's not. And here's the thing where, earlier on this evening, you mentioned the really positive people driving you nuts.
Sure.
And realistically, now that you've had this 30 minutes of no people experience at the venue, and if assuming you come back for that same night of the week again, you now know that that's a realistic possibility.
Right.
And you know that that's not because people aren't interested in hearing you play. It's because it's that location in that town on that day.
Right. And that could happen.
And I think something that what you can do to try and see the thing here is that if you try to prevent that from happening again, you can either A, direct the experience to be better and more tailored for you, or B, you can open yourself up to more hurt. Because if you were to go out and really promote it on social media or Facebook, or reach out to your friends and be like, hey, I'm going to be playing here. I really need some support. Last time nobody made it. I was playing for 30 minutes alone. On one aspect of things, you might be able to get some people out there to go and check it out.
Right.
And then you'll be really happy if you get that turnout. But on the other side of things, if you do that work and then nobody shows up, then you start thinking, all my friends are shitheads.
Right.
And so it's like you have to have like a certain level of controlled apathy towards it.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you really do. And I somewhat learned that when I started this podcast, to be honest with you, because a lot of my closest friends would never even give it a shot, like listening to it. They just won't. Like, you can put it in front of their face, go listen, it's free, just take a couple minutes to listen, and they will just go, nope, hide post, click. And
that's a shitty thing to do.
Yeah, but that's most people, Greg.
I know most people are shitty.
Yes. So there's that, whole. But I mean, that really is. So when we're talking about that, and there's going to be a bunch of people who go, oh, I'm a shitty person. I'm that person. Maybe you are. Does it make you feel bad? Because it's pretty easy to fix that. Like, I'm not saying you have to come out to a show or anything, but like, if your friend does something, and everybody has a friend out there that's trying something, just give it a shot. And you'll, even if you don't like it, you can at least feel decent about, like, oh, I gave it a shot. Like, they tried something and I cared.
I mean, like, even on that note, I mean, even I'm on the show pretty much every week, and I still don't catch every episode. It's not that I don't care.
No, sure.
But I try, and it doesn't injure me to give you some of my attention each week.
Right, exactly. Like, you're on the show, so like, right. Your level of commitment is let's just say like 1,000 times of my average friend. But that's when you do learn. You go, listen, it's not personal. It's just that's the way people are. And when you really break it down and explain exactly what that is, majority of people are going to listen to that and go, what a fucking negative asshole for saying something like that. But my advice to those people would be, try it. Go try something creative and tell your friends to give it a shot. You're going to find that most people just don't.
Right.
Because it's not on their Netflix, or they just saw it and they forget about it. And then some of your friends maybe just aren't the friends that you thought they were, and they will hide it, or they'll say to people like, oh, so-and-so is doing this. Ugh, that sounds kind of shitty, because I've heard that too.
Right.
It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is.
This is also way back to one of the first times that we got on and talked to each other. This, I think, ties into the whole thing with, as you pick up new things in your life and you do things, sometimes you drop off people that aren't supporting you and pick up people that do, and you keep your friends largely based on what your interests are.
Right.
Like you have some people you'll have like enough like common background history with, where you can, like, pick up with them no matter what and still keep in contact with them all the time. But other people you might not have that with, and that's okay. Like, right. If there's people that aren't supporting you or aren't doing stuff for you, you don't need to be mad at them. They don't need to be mad at you. Just
right.
It is what it is.
And there is that moment, that window where your feelings are kind of hurt when you think about it and you feel it. And that's when damage is done.
Right.
When your feelings are hurt. And you go, fuck everybody, fuck you, and fuck you. And then you kind of cool off and you go, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. But they heard it.
But you know, you
You know what I mean? Like they felt it. They still like, no, you did tell me to fuck me though.
somebody right now is like, there's that one mysterious person listening in who just like took to their Facebook like, so guys, I've been meaning to listen to the John Brown show, and he pretty much just told us to go all fuck ourselves.
which by the way, I couldn't argue that. That's probably yeah. There are many times where I'm just like, fuck everybody.
No, it's
Just the way it is. Again, Mr. Positivity that you and I are.
I know.
I'm not above making mistakes. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I get worried about that sometimes. That people are gonna listen to the show and within 15 minutes be like, oh my god, these are the most fucking toxic fucking people on the planet.
Nah.
But I can tell you, after 3 weeks, I mentioned you before that we would do some like online rating and whatnot, and that was a pretty consistent thing.
Yep.
After dealing with some real toxicity, I now realize that I am a fucking Care Bear saint.
Oh yeah.
Every step I take, a rainbow erupts from the ground.
Well, I could have told you that. I've known you forever. Just rainbows falling everywhere. But it really is though. Like you could listen to us and go, these guys are, toxic and oh my God, so negative. But the thing is, we talk about all this stuff and we're laughing in the middle of it because we are talking about things that people feel honestly. And we're not saying we live there. We're just saying it happens. Right. And we're also saying that this is where we make our mistakes. And this is the second step where we kind of go, oh, okay, this is how I'm dealing with this. So everybody's negative, either internal or external. Some people are negative internally and they don't let it out for fucking 20 years.
I think that's much worse.
It's way worse. It's way worse for everybody around you too. It just really is. The people closest to you, if you hold that shit in for that long and then it erupts, that's when people like midlife crisis leave each other and shit.
Right.
But I have an email.
And it's being able to, if you have a bad experience, it's being able to look at it objectively. Right. That can take a negative experience and make it not as negative.
Yeah, a learning experience.
Because now you again, like with your most recent experience, now you know, and you can adjust your frame of mind going into that to know that that's probably what's going to happen. And then what happens then is, you're taking a pessimistic outlook on a situation,
right,
and adjusting that frame of reference so that something becomes more positive as a result if what you would really hope to happen happens. Because you go in expecting no one's going to show up, 10 people show up, that was a great fucking time.
Right.
You go in expecting 10 people to show up, 5 people show up, you're like, I don't even know why I come here.
Right. Yeah, I'll simplify it a little bit. If I go in with a little bit of a lowered standard, I might walk out less suicidal.
That snowman could be safe from the menacing grill of your car.
Yeah, well, what am I gonna do in the summertime is the only question. Actually, it'll probably be better in the summertime. More people will probably come out.
Jesus Christ.
No, more people will come out. It's good. No, I was actually being good.
What they're talking about, like trying to drive off the road. Like, actually, in the summertime might work a little bit better.
No, I'll definitely die if I do that. Yeah, no, I'll definitely drown that river that's not frozen over.
Because we have so little time, and you'd hate to waste any of it killing yourself slowly.
Oh no, I don't want to die slowly. No, I want it to be instant. Please, no, I'm not that brave.
One of our chat listeners, Dave, is swearing up and down that he had sent you an email.
It's true.
He wants advice.
I know he does. I'm gonna read it. Okay.
Is he fucking with us? He's fucking with us, right?
Well, I'll just read it. Dear
All
John,
right.
He spelled my name right, by the way. Thank you, Dave.
Well, your name is on your shirt. On the
dude. People who have known me for years put a fucking H in there. And that's when they go on a 2-month ban of me not talking to them. But it happens.
Like Jonh?
Yeah, Greg. Jonh. Dear John, I was told I could get marriage advice from your wonderful show. Thanks, Dave. What is the best meal for a couple? And why is it bratwurst and yabba dabba chai beer?
He is fucking with us.
I know. Fucking Dave.
Well, if I was to give him the answer that he wants, fuck that beer.
Okay.
I will never put that shit in my mouth again.
Oh, is it bad?
Oh, it's pretty rough. It's
I don't fucking drink any of that shit.
You've had like a Dunkin' Donuts like vanilla chai before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll pour beer in that. And then drink it.
Ew. Does Dave like that shit?
No, he doesn't.
Good job, Dave.
I was in Chicago visiting with he and his wife Victoria about a month ago, and we were having a few drinks, got some deep dish pizza, went back to his apartment,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Oh man, you gotta try this beer," and I did, and I really never want to try it again.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good at all.
I keep a picture of the can on my phone so I can check it whenever I'm at somewhere, just to make sure I don't accidentally drink it again.
It's like a fucking wanted poster.
Pretty much.
Wanted shit beer.
You're going down the aisle. You're like, that's the one.
Right.
That's the fucking one.
That does sound fucking terrible.
No, it was really bad.
About as fancy of a beer as I ever got was and this is not fancy at all, but Magic Hat.
Ooh.
When we used to drink the shit out of that stuff.
Oh yeah. No, it was a Magic Hat was a phenomenal introductory beer because you could.
Mm-hmm.
It tasted like fruit, but it didn't taste too much like fruit.
Yeah, it really didn't taste much like fruit. It tasted like beer.
It tasted enough like fruit and beer together where you were not you weren't drinking like the Mike's Hard Lemonade like cheerleader piss stuff. And
right.
You could say, no, I'm just sophisticated. I just prefer finer beers than Budweiser. But really, it's because it still tasted kind of like fruit.
Cheerleader piss?
You ever heard that term before?
Nope.
Now you have.
Name of the show. You're always just, look. I'm always just looking out, Where's
Trying
that
to
little thing
catch
that's going to burn my ears? That's the name of the cheerleader piss. I'm writing it down.
I can't believe you've never heard that term before.
No.
Yeah, Mike's Hard Lemonade, Twisted Tea,
right.
Smirnoff.
Ugh. Blech.
We had some people that lived downstairs. Apparently, there was this whole thing where you could get iced, and it was the marketing campaign almost centered on how bad their beverage was.
Mm-hmm.
Where if somebody pulled out an ice and gave it to you, you had to drink it unless you had one on you to counter their ice.
Okay.
And then they had to slam both. So it was like a weird sort of horrible alcohol beverage defense game.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me about this. I'm like, oh, it sounds kind of funny, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And he left his grill here when he went to move to his new apartment.
Right.
And I went down and opened up the grill lid, and there was a green apple Smirnoff Ice staring back at me from underneath
my God.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I've been keeping that same bottle in my fridge, and he won't remember who I am in 5 years. But I'm going to look him up, find out where he lives, and leave it in his mailbox.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Every time I
with really menacing black paint marker, just be like, I never forgot.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Every time I hear the word ice, I think of Natty Ice.
Oh God.
Because of the pure volume of that horse shit we drank. Or horse piss, really.
Yes.
That shit. Oh, the hangovers from Natty Ice were the fucking worst.
It's because it was the equivalent of if you had a Kool-Aid mixture that tasted like beer
mm-hmm.
and mixed it with rubbing alcohol
right.
and diluted it enough so you still got drunk. That is effectively what Natty Ice was.
Yeah. And we just had to get it because we were young and it had a little bit more alcohol in it than a normal beer.
And there were so many.
There were so many.
And
it was always on sale.
You got 12 for $5.50.
Exactly. And I could grow a beard when I was 15. So
you were good to go.
Yes. And all you'd have to do was grab the beer from unknown location and walk to the back of the elementary school.
Profit.
Seriously.
So I actually was curious about the first part though, because I think he brought up an interesting question in there outside of the yabba dabba beer part, which he was saying that just to knife me in the chest with a bad memory.
Oh, I thought it was the wonderful show part.
Oh no, that part's pretty
I'm
close.
stuck on that really, but okay, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm absolutely tickled by that remark as well.
Oh,
But the one I was actually wondering, what do you actually think the best meal for a couple is? If you were taking somebody out on your first date, what do you think the best thing to bring them to is?
oh, Jesus Christ, this is a horrible question for me. I will say this: the nightmare date story that I had was from a Longhorn Steakhouse.
And you chose a Longhorn Steakhouse?
Nope.
She did.
Certainly.
So hold on.
Okay.
We're hitting the Google.
Okay.
What we have here is we might not necessarily have a answer as to what the best food to eat is, but I did quickly find a top 10 of foods not to order on your first date.
Oh boy.
And then a Corona video blast my ears out. But
Okay.
we'll just
your
skip
phone.
half of these. I'm sure the first like 5 are boring.
Okay.
This is all based off of a woman's assessment of the food that you eat.
Oh, so it's definitely wrong.
It's well, this is how she assesses you as a person for eating food. According to the disclaimer, not biased whatsoever, askmen.com.
Oh, well, yeah, totally.
But the 5th worst food to eat is tacos.
All right. That's good. I don't like tacos.
And according to the site information, when you order tacos, you tell your companion that you won't pay attention to them if something else is in front of them.
What? Why is that?
That's what is inferred from eating a taco.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What's the next one? That's the fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Number 4 is corn.
Corn.
The logic behind corn is that you are most likely disgusting behind closed doors.
Okay.
It says you like to clip your toenails while watching television if you order corn on your first date.
What the fuck is this is a fucking dumbbell who wrote this. Just so everybody, just in case everyone was wondering what my opinion is.
Number 3 is buffalo wings.
Okay.
The assessment of the food is that she won't know the difference between party food and real dinner food. That's
Okay.
actually semi-fair. That's
Okay. Yeah. I don't.
unless your first date is UFC night at a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Well, yeah. Then
That makes sense.
What are you gonna do then?
Or if you were number 2 is salad.
Okay. Okay. What is left to eat again?
If you order a salad, it means you are either incredibly vain, incredibly cheap, or dirt poor.
Okay.
And the number 1 food to not order, if this is bratwurst, I'm gonna
I was
die.
gonna say hot dogs.
Soup.
Okay. What's that mean?
She'll think you don't care about how you look in front of others.
Okay. I'm not sure if that's
Because
true,
if
but
you
I
are
don't
willing
care.
to sip, slurp, singe, and spill on a first date, imagine how you act the first time you meet her friends or parents.
Well, yeah, but that's how I would be.
What is this shit?
That's how I would be, though. So,
yeah, but
it's not necessarily wrong. I'm a fucking mess everywhere.
also on the list were
You can't be
lobster,
seasonal. Yeah,
fish
lobster.
sticks, vanilla ice cream, milk,
What the fuck is left?
and a Big Mac.
So basically, you can order like a chicken wrap, and that's it with like
Pretty much.
peas.
Pretty much. The only thing you can have for dinner is Ovaltine.
Oh dear! I lost my headphones. That was so funny. Ovaltine. Phenomenal. Yeah, I'll take a chicken wrap with Ovaltine, please. Oh my god, that's the fucking dumbest list I've ever heard.
No, our list has been accused of being nonsensical and clickbait on that one. I would tend to agree.
Yeah. I'm happy. I figured out the chat thing.
Good.
Just so the listeners know that aren't listening live, that they listen later on the show or on the website. I figured it out. I feel like I wrote this feels like a nice little family we got here.
I see that.
I like it. I like this.
It is good. We got a listen there who'll be joining us joining you on Wednesday.
Yes. And she actually messaged me 17 foods guys order on the first date and what they mean.
Do they coincide?
Nope. They don't.
Damn.
Okay. Well, let's start. We're going to.
Just want to cross-reference the top 5?
Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
So was on Alyssa's list was tacos present?
No.
Was corn present?
No.
Was
Isn't this exciting, everybody?
Were buffalo wings present?
No, but something close. Somewhat.
Was it chicken fingers?
Nope.
All right. Go for it.
Okay. Number 5. Barbecue ribs. This man is an animal. He doesn't care. He's going to eat food with his hands and get sauce all over his face and fingers and stare you in the eyes while he does it. No fear. This guy is either alpha or just crazy. Possibly both.
Well, shit.
Well, I would say that some women need that.
Maybe. They may.
You know, some women need an animal because they're animals too. There's nothing like an animal.
If you're going out for your first date with somebody,
Sure.
And I'm just thinking, like, the chick shows up on a motorcycle,
Right.
No helmet,
With anchor tattoos.
yeah, no helmet,
Yeah.
and you step into a restaurant, you should be okay to order ribs, and at the very least, if she gives you shit for eating soup, just too untraditional for me.
Okay. What, number 4?
Yes.
Soup.
God damn it.
He's 65 years old, at least. That's the whole thing. Whoever wrote this is fucking pretty funny. I'll say that. That's the whole description.
Fair enough.
It really is. That's way better than the whole he's gonna slip and slurp and all this other shit.
How about salad? Is salad on there?
No.
Damn.
Okay. Number 3, a 4-course meal.
Ballin'.
Yeah, he makes a horrible first impression and needs all the time he can get to bring you around. He might even send the waiter away 3 times before finally ordering.
Dave wants to know where brats are on the list.
Dave, you're gonna have to wait for the top 5. All right, this is our show. Thanks for listening. But let's just fucking hold your horses, Dave. Okay.
Jesus Christ. This is why no one emails us.
Dave, I love you, buddy.
Our second email,
I love you.
It's like, how the fuck did they spell that word?
Hey, he spelled my name right. It's all good. He spelled my name right.
J-O-N-H.
Yes, J-O-N-H. Okay. Number 2, pasta. This is the first date steak of Italian restaurants.
Okay.
Number 1, steak. Steak on the first date means he's trying to impress you. I don't know about that. He's a manly man who wakes up early, goes hunting, chops down trees, grills every piece of food he eats, and drinks whiskey straight from the bottle. Or at least that's what he desperately wants to be. That or he just wants food he can eat with a knife and fork and cut into small enough bites. It's advantageous for a few reasons. It minimizes the chance he'll look like an idiot shoving a huge bite of something into his mouth. He won't get any sauce on his clothes, and it's not going to blow up in his intestines later.
All right. So there you have it. Steak is the tactically advantageous choice.
Yeah. And you know what? Just for you, Dave, we're going to look for brats. And they're not here. But salad is number 17.
I did just find a whole help group for people requesting advice whose boyfriends made them eat brats on their first date.
That's pathetic.
No, I made that up.
Thank God, because that makes me feel good that you made that up. That we don't know yet if that exists. I
can actually give my answer to this question after our 20 minutes of research.
Okay,
I can give my answer to this. I think probably one of the riskiest and ballsiest moves you can make when you pick a girl up for the first date is to just drop the line, you want to eat some sausage.
Yeah, I mean, it gets right down to the point, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think I think at the end of the day, that's a rough play.
That is it's aggressive. It's aggressive.
It is aggressive.
It's aggro, as the kids would say.
But if she will eat sausage, you've got to keep her.
At least for the next half hour. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is dating advice. Much as it's,
No, because he did this just to fuck with us.
I know. And we went right down the old rabbit hole.
Yeah, we did.
It was fun, though.
It was fun.
It was a fun rabbit hole. Thanks, Dave. Dave's getting smashed, then thanked, and then smashed, then thanked. Welcome to the club, Dave. This is the way it is.
I raid with him 2 nights a week, so I'm pretty sure that we can find out if all of our dating advice ends in divorce at this point.
Can I be completely honest?
No.
You're gonna
Okay, go.
You're gonna have to explain what that means to me.
But what means?
You said that you guys rave?
Raid.
Yeah, I don't know.
We all sit around twice a week, put on our headsets, and play some super serious teamwork video games.
Okay.
It's
I just didn't know what that meant.
We play Final Fantasy 14 together. It's similar to World of Warcraft, which the non-computer Scott apparently plays every goddamn fucking day.
I bet you right now he's playing.
I bet you he's playing right now too.
I bet you. He's playing here and not being on the show.
They should start a new segment called Surprise Scott, where you just pick up your laptop and kick down the door to his room.
Dude, seriously, I wish he would just fucking Skype it in. It'd be so fucking cool. Just like, 'cause what would happen is he'd be silent for 47 minutes. Yes. And then we'd say something and he'd just say the funniest fucking thing you've ever heard. That's Scott.
It is.
He's the sniper. He sits in the fucking back and then says the dumbest thing you've ever heard in your life, and it's hilarious.
I lost my shit when he went into the whole. He wanted to make a game about to catch a predator where you had to play as the predator.
Dude, I wish I had a not tired Scott in this room right now to explain, because we talked about that for 45 minutes at work, and we were just pissing our pants laughing because it's so great. And then like we took such opposite routes where he was Chris Hansen basically, and I was the pedophile. It was phenomenal.
I think that would probably be like the worst bedroom role play ever.
Or best.
Yeah. No. No.
So tell me what you wrote here.
So tell me what you want to do to me.
Sit down.
Have a seat over there.
Have a seat.
I see you brought some cheerleader piss with you.
How are the cookies? I see you brought some cheerleader piss with you. Yeah. Fucking Zima. That was the one highlight of the horror wreck show that we had that one night.
Oh, God.
Where Computer Scott was just saying die, 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 die over and over again.
Yeah.
And also yawn. He was saying yawn when you guys were talking about World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But
I never forgot.
Never forget. I think the highlight of that show, though, was that Computer Scott and Julie both made Zima jokes at the exact same time.
It's true.
It was beautiful. There was really only one place to go, but it was just the speed.
She'll be back.
Oh, I know.
She'll be better than ever. She'll be better than ever before.
I'm waited on bated breath. But speaking of,
I had somebody today. I'm just going to throw this out there because you used a popular expression or a figure of speech that's been used hundreds of times over the course of your life.
That's what I do.
I mentioned to somebody this morning that I was going to spend some time over the weekend trying my hand at drawing.
Sure.
And she responded back and said, "Did you mean to say trying to draw a hand?" And I asked her, I said, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Oh, that came out funny." And I asked her if she's never heard that expression before. And apparently trying your hand at something is either, no, I'm not even, no, I met somebody who had no idea what that phrase meant. Yeah,
you did. Because when you said like that came out funny, I was going to say that's what they said when you were born.
I did say that. But still.
Did you really? Did you say that?
Funny?
Did you say that?
No.
Okay. I was going to say,
no,
if you
I
did,
actually hit her with the ellipses, the triple dot in Instant Messenger.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, and then I didn't say anything else for another 3 hours until she needed me to get something.
Yeah, Greg is so good at like you write me things, like you text message me like these shapes and with at signs and dots and dashes, to where I actually have to Google what that means, because I am that bad at being relevant when it comes to like internet anything.
So you figured out which one is the dick, right?
Nope.
Oh, really?
Nope. You can send it.
No, it's that one.
Oh,
There you go,
yeah,
chat.
yeah. That's fucking, yeah, totally.
Just making sure.
Gotcha. So everybody else, anybody else who's listening right now can look at the chat. They see a big dick on there.
Yeah.
Of course, there's probably like a good 20-second delay.
Yeah, I know. Now
So they're just gonna see a
probably in the
dick.
chat instantly.
They're just gonna see a dick and not know what that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Good job, Greg. I like that.
I clarified it. It was for science.
It was for science. See, I feel like we're in the room right now together.
I feel like that
For
that
some
too.
reason with this chat room, this is a new thing, and I haven't quite processed it yet.
We have we have people that are actually we have today online. We have exceeded the participation you had at your last show.
Yes.
See, they were just waiting to see you online.
Come on, guys like Dave, who has, like he says, a content creator.
Yes,
It's true.
You're a content creator.
I am. I've created a lot of content
You
on this podcast and otherwise.
I still like your Metal Gear Solid mixes.
Dude, that was the fucking balls.
Oh, you'll be super proud of me. I fired up Amnesia yesterday and made progress.
Okay.
I made it for
that just
20
the
whole
name.
minutes.
Yep.
And that was enough for me because I started getting hit by I had no fucking idea what, and then there was some dude wrapped in leather straps.
Dude, right?
Yeah.
Because you said you never run into an enemy in that game.
No, they're there.
Yeah, they are. Dude, and they're what nightmares are fucking made of.
I know.
And also, I will say that The Evil Within, which is a much newer and more relevant game than that, really, they have some characters in there like that too.
No shit.
Where you're like, oh boy, this is really nightmarish. But nothing really, I don't know. Amnesia really does have that. It's just so organically frightening. Is the only way I can really put it, because they use sound and they use atmosphere really well, and it's impressive because it doesn't really look that great as a game. It's not like, it's really an independent game.
I think it's a Dead Space thing. So I was paying more attention to it this time through, and I think it's because of the sound. There's a lot of times where you hear things moving.
Right. Exactly. And
But
there's nothing there.
But up until yesterday, I had reached a point where there's another game that was a mod from that one called Gone Home, which ended up being just an introspective tale about discovering whether or not you're a lesbian or not.
Well, of course. Okay.
But that game showed me that you can have a game that it started initially creepy until I learned that there were no enemies in the goddamn game.
There
And
just
I
aren't
started to
enemies?
think that maybe that was the case with Amnesia, so I stopped being quite so worried about it because I'm like, oh, there's no fucking monsters in this game. It's all
Right.
they tell you there's monsters and there really aren't. It's a fucking meta mind fuck. They're trying to trick me.
Right.
And then it was reaffirmed to me that there are in fact monsters. And if you
Oh,
walk
boy.
up to it and you kind of slap him on the butt, he turns around and fucks you up.
Oh, certainly.
Yep, don't touch it.
Don't do that. Yeah, there are enemies in that game. And that really is what that game does. It requires a lot of patience because it really does relax you and then scares the fuck out of you
Yeah.
over and goddamn over again.
Yep. But I'll get there, and then I'm going to set my sights on that Resident Evil game you picked up for me. I will replay that. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Brad wanted to
Brad.
ask, is it different?
Is it different than what?
The original Resident Evil, or is it just an HD reskin? Is the
it-
game fundamentally different?
There are differences, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. From the original PlayStation version, you mean? Or
Yeah.
yes.
And from the GameCube version, which I
It's-
think was mostly a reskin also.
Yeah, it's not different than the GameCube version.
Okay.
When we're talking about a game that was made in 1996, just in case anybody's wondering. I can't believe it's been almost 20 years since they made that game.
Jesus Christ.
Seriously. But they redid it for the GameCube, I think, in 2001. I think it was somewhere around there, 2002. And they added quite a bit to the story, but it's actually one of the few, I would say it's a reboot just because they do add some storyline stuff to it.
Okay.
And I'm a fanboy. So, when I heard that they changed anything in it, I was kind of against it immediately. But it's one of the few games that I play that they add stuff to that you kind of go, oh, okay, I don't mind this so much. So it is a lot different than Resident Evil Director's Cut, which is for the PlayStation from '96. It's different than that. It's absolutely different from that. If you haven't played the one from GameCube, then definitely play the PC version that just came out.
That's good for me because pretty much all I did with the GameCube is I would play Smash Brothers and I would hold the button on the controller to make it squeak like a child's toy when I put it up.
Absolutely, I remember that very well. We used to play the fuck out of Smash Brothers.
We did.
I still have that somewhere because I have I have a GameCube.
I don't have a GameCube. I have the game.
It's okay. You don't need the GameCube because it's fucking worthless on an HD TV.
It really is.
It looks so bad. And the thing was, the GameCube looked really good on a regular TV.
It did, but those days have passed.
Oh boy! I actually found an old. I almost took a picture and just sent it to you as a joke. I found an old video card from I think Caligula.
Oh yeah,
so that's like
3D effects cards.
Not even. I think it was the one that replaced.
God.
Yeah. It had an S video port. It was pretty sweet.
Ew.
So I was gonna send it to you. Like I'm putting this in my computer, really hoping to boost its performance.
It's fucking more horsepower in a wristwatch at this point.
No, seriously, right?
Yeah, no, seriously.
Like a good scientific calculator would blow that thing out of the fucking water.
My old gaming rig from 1999 would get smashed by a pebble. Like
it's so fucking weird how fast it's gone. How much power is in an iPhone?
Mm-hmm.
Like in comparison, it's pretty bananas.
And I still use all that horsepower to just draw dicks and send them to my friends.
Well, yeah.
Because I'm clearly super mature.
Super duper mature.
Like extra mature with a cherry on top.
Absolutely. Well, that's why I love you, Greg. You're a mean, negative, immature guy.
Yes.
The thing is, too, I don't know if people really quite realize, and I've just from talking to you so much every week, you've really become a nicer Greg over the years.
How so?
I don't know. Just there's something about you that you're empathetic to the other side of even your argument.
Oh, of course. Well, that's the whole. You need that ability to be analytical and critical of anything
in growing up,
right?
Because you do now much quicker, much more quickly get to the point where you have an argument and then you say that argument, with passion because you believe in it, and then you kind of do explore the other side almost immediately, which, I think, I don't think it's a really unique situation that people don't when they're younger, but a lot of people don't seem to really grow out of that.
No, it's the very root of being open-minded is being able to at least consider each side, and then you make a decision based off whichever side has more evidence. Right. It's necessary. I used to just be like the guy where it's like, nope, this is how I feel, and you're fuck you.
Right, because I do have the information. It's right here. But then it's like, oh, how about the other side? Because there is the information there too. And now you're like, oh, that's interesting. Let's compare them.
Well, the whole thing too is though, like that's only half the picture though, because really I tried to learn how to argue better to be right more often.
Well, of course. Well, that's where the immature and mean part comes in. But you have softened up quite a bit over the years, in a very good way.
Oh, thank you.
But because I knew Greg when we were youngins.
Oh God,
we were a lot meaner, to be honest with you.
No,
feelings didn't exist back then.
I remember telling like Rebecca some of the stuff that me and your brother would do to each other, and she's like, "And you guys were friends?"
You're like, "What do you mean we're?"
Yeah, no, we're best friends. That's,
right. Are friends?
That's who doesn't do that stuff?
No, exactly. It really is a weird, like, different. I don't know if it's a men, a men and women thing, or if it's a generational thing where niceness has really started to take over. Like, you should just be nice to everybody. Like, and if you're not nice, there's really no way to be not nice and funny at the same time. Like, there is, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's an age related thing, because I think right. We're only seeing it amongst our friends that we still keep.
Right.
From what I see, younger people are still super shitty to each other, if not worse so.
But in a loving way, because like we were always shitty to each other too. True. But we're all best friends.
Right.
Like there's a way to be shitty to each other, and like I'm being an asshole to you to let you know that like this is my way of loving you. Like this is my hug, is to call you a dick face. You know. Right. Like, and is that still going on? Do you think?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's with some of us, it can be a little bit brasher than others, because I've had people where they're like, "Look, man, I just need you to be straight with me. Like, I don't know if you're giving me shit because you respect me, or if you're giving me shit because you hate me, and you say everything with the same tone of voice."
Mm-hmm. Right. Like, yeah, okay, Greg, you're fucking with me, aren't you? It's like, no, dude.
And unfortunately, like my response to that is usually, "Oh, I don't know."
Right.
just like that. Just
like I haven't fully processed this yet.
Yeah, because I don't want to end the con. Like whichever side is going on, like you never show your hand.
No, you're at that point. You're the carny,
right?
And they're the guy who's like, I don't know if I'm going to pay $1 to try to knock over those milk bottles that are clearly super glued together.
Did I tell you we got fucked over by a carnival game over the summer?
No.
We're at the Minnesota State Fair. It's me, Brad, Brian, and Brad's girlfriend.
Okay.
It's just and Rebecca. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us in a like 6-player game. Nobody else to be seen anywhere. So we all set up and like we want to play. We like throw them on. I was like, come on, guy, right now. We don't have all night. Out of nowhere, this fucking random other guy just sits down, starts shooting his little water gun at the things. Rebecca actually knocks down all of her bottles first. And then this guy, they give him the prize anyways, even though he still has one standing at the end of the game.
He didn't even finish the game?
He didn't even finish. They gave him the prize.
And they're like,
yeah,
you
got
win.
a winner.
Winner.
He gives it to this guy. I'm like, you piece of shit. I'm sure that he just took that stuffed animal and gave it back to the guy behind the counter, and he handed him his bag of meth or something.
Yeah, because they work together, right?
So yeah, because they work together. Stuffed animal racket at the Minnesota State Fair.
Yeah, they're probably laughing. Like, did you see that guy's face?
You see how mad he was?
There was even a bottle left. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked up.
They probably run like contests with, like amongst each other. It's like, how bad can you fuck these guys? Like, don't even knock over a bottle. Not even one. I'm gonna give you the prize.
I can't play those fucking games, because the other thing too is like I complain about gun balance. Like,
sure.
With all the water guns, I'm like, these are clearly not of equal power and strength.
Well, Time Crisis, kind of really
reload.
Yeah. Like every gun's the same in that game. Plus, like the bullets are the size of like tennis rackets.
Yeah, you're practically throwing cars at the enemies.
Yeah,
from a gun.
You can't miss. But I think we did it, Greg.
We did it.
All right.
We had live listeners. Thank you, everyone, for jumping in and contributing in chat.
Yeah, thank you so much for helping us, or really helping me figure out how to do that, because I'm just sitting here going, I don't know. I don't see anything. I don't know. I wasn't prepared for this.
We'll be back next week.
We figured it out, and we're going to do it again. All right. And it'll be bigger and better.
It will be.
Fucking said so. All right. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Content contributor, you motherfucker.
Victoria, Camden, everyone else. I actually can't see everyone else is in here, so thanks a lot, guys.
Yes. All right, Greg. Bye.
Bye.